Happy day 1773 of What You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting the journey as I transitioned originally in 2017 from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. And today and every day, I produce 2 pieces of content every morning. I'm doing an annual challenge called the BU 365-Day Challenge. And we're doing one thing every day that improves us in that. So for the month of December, I decided I was going to do questions, a couple of questions every day. One that's kind of serious and thought-provoking, and one that's either rhetorical or just kind of funny to think about and answer and share your 2 cents worth about. So I shared different ways to, and different tips about the power of questions. I shared about, I think 7 or 8 things there. And then I shared how to ask smart questions. How do we want to go about asking smart questions? Because the questions we ask will always be answered either by us or someone else. And if we ask bad questions or questions that don't lead us to the direction we want to go, we're going to end up in the wrong direction. Our idiom for Supersize Your Business, I share an idiom every day for my business clients and my business group. And it's to help us understand words and to communicate and think about what different things mean to different people and how important that is in growing and building and supersizing our business. So today's was ask me no questions and I'll tell you no lies. Now, I get a kick out of this particular idiom because it basically says, if you don't want to know the truth, don't ask any questions. If you don't want to know what's really going on in different situations and different places and different organizations, don't ask too many questions. I think a lot of businesses approach their audits this way when it comes to IRS or OSHA, occupational health and safety products, or FDA for food and different USDA for different food manufacturing. I have lots of experience with them in audits. ABA is an American Bakers Association audit. There's literally thousands and thousands of different type of audits. And a lot of companies approach audits hoping that something won't be discovered. They know they're doing something that isn't 100% the best they could be doing for their business and for their customers, but they just hope it doesn't get discovered. Guess what? It almost always does, and usually in a way we don't want it to. So my philosophy is just do the right thing in the first place so you don't have to worry about what you're telling people. That's why I don't believe in lying. If you lie and make things up, you got to remember what you told people. That would be exhausting to me. I have enough trouble just remembering things the way that I really experience them, much less do I want to embellish or find crazy ways to make them up. So this idiom's been around since the late 1700s. And that means there's a lot of people that have bought into it or believe that, whether it's true or not. And a lot of times it's not true. You can ask anybody just about anything, and they're more than happy to share and tell you. The days of hoarding information and thinking that you have information that other people don't, since the internet came along, that is a ridiculous thought or belief. I think that probably anything you want to know or want to learn or want to be able to figure out, you can find through the internet. It's just all common knowledge. It's such a huge depository of information. How do you think that you could ever be keeping secrets from people? And you can, but people will sense that and choose not to do business with you. So interesting, fun idiom today. I don't think we've ever talked about this one. We might have, but I doubt it because I had too much fun looking into it and thinking of examples of why you would never want to do that for your business. You have to be authentic and real if you want people to be authentic and real with you. And that's how I want to do business, because it's all about making the world a better place. Our questions today, if you're curious about those for Supersize Your Business, were number 1, I'm sharing 2 questions. One, which is a 2-part question. What is your worst habit and what is keeping you from breaking it? That's a thought-provoking one. It makes us take a couple of minutes and say, what's my worst habit? So I'm probably going to answer that one for sure. Or number 2, if life is unfair to everyone, does that mean life is actually fair? That's kind of a thought-provoking thing too. If life, and I think life, my dad always said life is unfair. He taught my sisters and I that so that we wouldn't have expectations that we were entitled to things that we didn't work for. And I think life is eminently fair, even though a lot of people would argue that it doesn't feel that way and that other people are better off and haven't had to work as hard as they have. It only happens when we're comparing ourselves to other people, right? So maybe we shouldn't do that. And I think that we get out of life what we put into it, just like everything else. And that is actually really, really fair. So I'll probably answer that question too. If I can help you in any way, hit me up. Traveling, going to be in a new location. Again, I might have mentioned that I broke my ring light, so what you see is going to be what you get for the next week or two. But I am here to help. If you have a question that you are burning to ask someone and you don't really feel like you have anybody you can bounce it off of, hit me up on Voxer. It's an app. If you don't know what it is, that's a great tool, and I recommend that people learn how to use it for even just communicating with your close-knit group. It's a great tool. It's a walkie-talkie tool. And for those of us with different types of challenges, I find it really, really useful. It's a quick, fast, easy, and efficient way to answer people's questions. So pajamagrandma@gmail.com is my Voxer handle. I think that seems to be the thing these days. Everybody's getting handles. I guess I have a YouTube handle too, but I haven't looked to see what that is. All right. Have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.